There's lots of really exciting things happening at Gordon Murray Automotive. But something really special is coming up. Monday the 22nd of February, we're having the global launch of the T50 S-Track car. You can watch at gordonmurrayautomotive.com, 5 PM GMT. See you there.
If you thought that the Gordon Murray T50 was already an insane car, think again, because Gordon Murray Automotive will release their new track-only variant of the T50 in just a few days, and guess what? It produces more downforce than what the entire car weighs. And if you haven't already, please subscribe down below to help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers in 2021. It would really help my channel out a lot, and we do have a ton of car content that is coming up, including supercar vlogs, so if you're a car fan like me, you're gonna like this channel. So the car that we are talking about in today's video is the track-only variant of the Gordon Murray T50, codenamed as the T50S. And the T50S is based on the standard Gordon Murray T50. The standard T50 is based off of the legendary McLaren F1. So, what does that mean? The driver's seat will be in the middle. It will have a pure raw driving experience just like the McLaren F1, which the T50 is based off of. So just imagine how much more of those feelings you'll get with the T50S. We don't exactly know what it will fully look like, but Gordon Murray Automotive released this picture of the T50S. And I air quoted T50S because we don't know what the official name is yet, but it has been confirmed that the official name will release when the car releases. But the real question is, when will it release? In just 2 days. Gordon Murray Automotive posted this picture on Instagram that said that the T50S will be revealed in 4 days, then yesterday it said 3 days, and today they'll post it that it releases in just 2 days.
Monday the 22nd of February, we're having the global launch of the T50 S-Track car.
If you take a look at the Instagram posts, they both say the same thing. On February 22nd, 2021, the T50S will be officially revealed at 17 o'clock GMT, and converted to US time, that is 12 PM Eastern time and 9 AM Western time. So to sum all of that information up, the real release date is Monday, February 22nd, 2021 at 12 PM Eastern time and 9 AM Western time. The T50S is only made for the track, so it's not street legal, and Gordon Murray even said in his own words, it's very much its own motor car, and it's been like designing a racing car and not just a conversion. So this car is basically an entirely different car than the standard T50. It has a Cosworth developed naturally aspirated V12 engine that has a
12,100 RPM rev limiter.
And it will produce up to 700 horsepower, but you can boost that to 730 horsepower by some modifications done into the engine. And those modifications include redesigned cylinder heads and camshafts, a higher compression ratio, a new intake manifold, and an exhaust system that has no sound insulation at all. This car is going to be really, really loud. Absolutely nobody has seen what the car looks like, but 15 of them have already been sold to the customers who bought it. But the real question is, how much did each T50S cost?
$4.2 million.
Before taxes. This car weighs just 1,962 pounds, which is 220 pounds lighter than the standard T50, and that's extremely light compared to every other car on the market today. And the craziest part about this is that the standard T50 weighed just 2,174 pounds. Think about that for a second. Gordon Murray Automotive literally took one of the lightest supercars ever produced and still managed to shave off 220 pounds to put the total weight at 1,962 pounds. That is pretty amazing if you ask me. And since this car is a track car, of course it needs a lot of downforce, so it has that giant wing in the back, but it also has a giant fin that runs through the entire rear decklet of the car, which generates more high-speed stability. The T50S can produce up to
3,330 pounds of downforce.
So this is an insanely big deal because it produces more downforce than what the entire car weighs.
Now that right there is crazy.
And at 175 miles an hour, it can produce 2,315 pounds of downforce, and at max speed, it can produce a mind-blowing
4,190 pounds of downforce.
But there is a drawback to that. When the T50S is at a max speed and producing 4,190 pounds of downforce, the tire size that was maxed out and fitted to the car couldn't even handle the insane amount of downforce that it produced, so Gordon Murray Automotive had to actually back out the amount of downforce that the T50S produced. And it was actually too much of downforce. And even when the car is producing its mind-blowing 3,300 pounds of downforce, it could still reach a top speed of 210 miles an hour. That right there is pretty crazy. And since the standard T50 was already extremely lightweight, they had to shave out 220 pounds, and by that they had to swap out the 6-speed manual transmission that the standard T50 had and swapped it out with the newer, lighter, and more track-ready 6-speed competition Grade X track ISG gearbox.
Yes, I know, it's a very long name.
Alright guys, but that is basically it for everything we know so far about the new track-only variant of the Gordon Murray T50. This thing has a 12,100 RPM rev limiter, and I cannot wait to hear the sound that this thing will make, and it doesn't even have any sound insulations at all, so this thing will be screaming. And speaking of high-revving track cars, go check out my video on everything we need to know about the upcoming Pagani Huayra R. I recommend checking it out, and there will be a link for it in the description down below. Tell me what you guys think on the new Gordon Murray T50 track car, and I think it's going to look absolutely insane, especially with that giant shark fin going down the middle of the car and with that giant rear wing. It's gonna look super cool when it releases in a few days. But anyway guys, that is basically it for today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a like, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and it will help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers in 2021. I hope to see you in a future video. Bye for now. $1,900 horsepower. How you like the speedster? Three SVJ. Insanity.